Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we got some stuff to go over today about NovaTech, and we'll get right to it here to stop wasting everyone's time and let them know, what's going on here. So there's a lot of videos out there right now where they're saying that Cynthia herself has restricted the United States, not the United States restricting Cynthia, which is a lie. That would benefit NovaTech in no way whatsoever if she did it herself. And I think people can see past this lie, this blatant lie. And no one has any proof that she did it herself, which is, she was complaining about Canada back in the day and how, it was Canada that did it. So for these people to think that she did it on purpose, that's just insanity. So, you know, it's been a rough road with NovaTech over the last couple of months. I've had good luck with them in the past, and everyone knows that NovaTech has been decent to us in the past, at least paying us out because of this Ponzi scheme. So all of a sudden, they've lost all these investors. They've lost everything. They have nothing coming in. I mean, except for the small countries that are left, and everyone's blocking them. Yeah, everyone's blocking NovaTech. No one's blocking Coinbase. No one's blocking crypto trading. No one, just NovaTech. Why? Because they realize it's a scam and people are losing their money and not getting paid. She has violated many laws, and we can go over them real quick for those that don't understand what laws she's violated. I don't know if you guys have had the same experience as me, but, I had a guy reach out to me, and he was like, do you want to make 3% a week? And I was like, yeah. And I waited months. I kept watching his account, and he'd send me screenshots of how much he was making every single week, and I was like, finally, okay, fine, let's just do this. So, went ahead and did it. And oh my goodness, for the first, for the weeks, months, I was getting paid decent. Anywhere from like 2% to 2.8, maybe a couple 3% here and there. But he was right, offering a high yield is illegal. He didn't say anything about potential to make 3%. He didn't say, and those, have been saved, screenshotted. That was how I was brought in. I owned a multi-million-dollar company, and I decided to throw some money into it, and it paid good. And then all of a sudden, illegal activities, and I wanted out. So moving money from your bonus to your trading account to avoid paying out without our consent is illegal. We asked for it to be withdrawn. Legally, they have to let you withdraw it. That was their policy. That is the law. Regardless policy or not, it's the law. We wanted to withdraw. They threw it back in the trading account because now they don't have to pay us out as quickly. Then, matter of fact, we haven't been paid out much since then anyways. Another thing is on Telegram on April 14th, 2023, the NovaTech ambassador who runs the official NovaTech Telegram claimed that users received less ROI because it's easier to get caught up if they do not pay out. A day later, he removes his post and apologizes because of the uproar. He thought he had enough in this cult to have everybody be on his side, being like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we shouldn't be paid because that makes a lot of sense. And the thing is it doesn't. And then a couple days later, Cynthia hops on there and makes an audio. And of course, saying that, sometimes people say things that they don't know what's going on. Well, when it's your company and that's your official Telegram page, I think he did know what was going on. I think he made a good point. There's no way that month, especially with what we've been through, we've seen the stocks drop. We've seen everything drop. From cryptocurrency to the actual stock market, we saw it all drop. And we actually made a decent amount that week. But on a decent week, we didn't make anything. I mean, some people reported making $25 when they're used to making 600. It was bad. It was bad, and we have screenshots of these too that users have sent to us to prove that they're not trolls that are like in the comments. It's just bad. It's bad. Changing the rules without letting users withdraw their portfolio or their PAM account because they know it will ruin their company. But changing the rules and changing policy without letting somebody have an out because they don't agree with the policy is illegal. That's why policy, your site / policy or privacy or whatever it is, you have to let people know you're changing it. So if they want out, they can get out before it goes in effect. That is the law. You have to tell them, and they get to choose whether or not they want to stay with your company based on your new policies. So that was not done for us. Our account was immediately locked, and they gave us a percentage we could take out. And I have only met 1 or 2 people that claim that they have got their tradable account, their money back. The small percentage. Only a few people. And that's not very good. When I've seen thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of emails, only 2 people claim they've seen it. Not really believable at this point. Bonus account withdrawals still states on their site, which has been screenshotted and time-stamped, 48-hour, but we have documentation of users not being paid for over 2 months. Just think about that. So they still state a 48-hour pending, and you still get paid. Now, they haven't changed it just yet. Now, only the NovaTech official Telegram has made users aware of the change and being far behind. And then a couple of announcements, but they have not changed it in their policy, which means if they're going to make a policy to hold your money, they need to keep their policy on when they're going to pay you, or change both of them and give users the chance to get out if they want out. That is the best part about having freedom, is we want to invest some money, and we're done investing the money and we want it out. We should be able to pull it out. So illegal again. They do not have a working customer service email or phone or system at all, and that is required by merchants to even have a merchant account. You have to have a customer support. I mean, I ran a website. It was mandatory that we had, a working customer service email, phone, or something for customers to be able to get a hold of us in case they want, a refund, in case they are suspicious about a charge on their card. And that's just, it's the law. You have to have it. Most companies make it policy as well, to where you have to do that. You just have to. So if you look at your performance reports, you'll see they haven't updated it since November 25th of 2022, keeping users in the dark and not providing the proof that they're even trading anymore. We don't even know if they're trading anymore. We haven't known since November 25th, 2022. And honestly, with the lies that Cynthia comes out of her mouth and her cult following, I don't know if I'd believe it if they updated it at this point, because of, all the stuff she said, and then that is not what's going on. That is not what's happening. We are not caught up. People have not been paid. And, you just gotta weigh it there. You gotta figure out where you stand on that. It's mandatory they show you where their money is going, or your money is going, and the percentages as well. And so, I mean, you could take that with a grain of salt, but I mean, it is illegal for them to do that. They need to keep you up to date and show you where your money went. Everyone knows that NovaTech FX is all talk, but not listen. That's the platform they have. They're crashing and protecting the big investors over the smaller ones. So people like you and me, we're not being protected here. Okay, they are protecting the big ones because, well, this is the second time Cynthia's done a crypto type business, and the first time she got in a whole bunch of trouble, and now all of a sudden she started a new one, and people and I should have just not done this. I admit my faults here. Okay, I put all my eggs in a basket because I had someone tell me high yield, and they showed me proof of high yields. So I fell for it. Okay, but they don't listen to us. They don't allow us to comment back. Matter of fact, on all their posts on Telegram, don't you find it a little bit suspicious that you can't give them a thumbs down? The only emojis they allow us to use are ones that show love and support for their lies. We don't get an option. We can't voice our opinion. We can't ask questions. No one knows anything, okay? So, here we go on an update of, May 12th, 2023. NovaTech is at it again, making more excuses on not paying us and getting users even further behind. No one has received an ROI for last week. You're not going to. Even if you do, I highly doubt you're going to see it. There is something else going on that's behind the scenes, and that's why, there's radio silence. That's why it's quiet. And, that's congratulations. If you fall for it, you're a dingbat. And if you want to invest into something stupid, I can probably give you a couple links of things you can invest into that would just be as dumb as this was. Okay. Also on the 12th of May, USA is banned. I know people don't like hearing that word because it says restricted, but restricted and banned are they're pretty much the same thing, from using NovaTech FX. And I would like to thank all of you, because it definitely it has to be right now we're at like 11,000 reports to the SEC. At the time that they were actually banned, we were at 7,500. We had a little spike in our last video, or our second to the last video, and it just kind of blew up, and we got a whole bunch more. And I'd like to believe that that many reports to the SEC definitely raised a red flag enough for them to be like, hey, shut this down. Shut this down for the United States. This is a scam, and we need to help these users get their money back. And I know a lot of people out there are like, well, the government doesn't do much for us. And if you knew who I was, you would know that I agree with you. And I've been on TV. I have been everywhere. I'm on your side. But the SEC is a little bit different. They do help investors. They will go after anyone. That's their job. So I do think that this has made a big impact on everything that's going on, and I want to say thank you, because this is protecting you. Now there is record. Now there is everything you need. Keep documentation of everything. So on the 14th of May, they removed ambassadors from communication. So there's no communication to ambassadors anymore. She just completely went radio dead silence here. She's not filling anyone in on anything. Why? Well, if you do the math in your head, I think you can pretty much come up with the answer. NovaTech is pretty much dead at this point. It is dead. They're not going to come back from it, but they're dead. Why else would they stop communication? I mean, I don't stop talking to somebody unless my relationship with them is pretty much over. Well, it is over because you stop talking to them. So, do the math. The ambassadors can't bring people in anymore. There's no more adding people. There's no more adding money. There's pretty much, where else could this go? You know what I mean? So also on the 14th, we uploaded a video that helped people get their money out. And at least getting documentation. This is better than just leaving your account blank. On 5/15, there were threats on Telegram for people to be censored, and I covered that in my last video, so I won't go into it on this one because I don't want to waste anyone's time. I kind of want to talk quickly, get through this so everyone knows what's going up. Shortly after, guys, this is important. Shortly after we made our video, and it went crazy on this one. Like, the views were insane, the shares insane, everything was just exploding. They deleted the message, and thank goodness on our website we have the screenshot. On other videos, people that made after us, because we're always first, remember that, guys, we are going to beat to you right away, they deleted it because they realized they made another dumb mistake, and it's not making people calm down, it's freaking them out. So, and there's a video on that too. If you watch our last video, we went over it and what this message actually means. And notice when you see it on the website, there's only the option for hearts, thumbs up, 100%, prayers, on fire, clapping, the okay symbol, handshakes. I mean, you only have loving symbols. And at the time I took the screenshot, it was 11.4 thousand users have seen this message, and they deleted it. They deleted it. They don't even give you the option to speak. You don't get to speak. They have a lot of your money, but you do not get to speak. Okay, so that is the first part of the website. It tells you what a Ponzi scheme is and how it works and how we can help you. Now, the coolest part about this is the links on the website. If you put your mouse above it, because this is a little secret, because I've done this for a long time. You can see at the corner of your screen the link where it says click here. You can see it at the corner. There is no redirect here. There is no gather information. There is nothing other than the direct link. So for those people that are like, well, this site steals your information, it's impossible. There is no way it can steal your information because it doesn't ask you for any information. And you can also just click the link and look at the website and then just decide, hey, look, I want to Google this website myself. Well, it's easy to do because we don't require you to go to our website. We're just trying to help you out. So, like, literally, the submit a tip to the SEC directly by clicking here takes you to sec.gov. There is no redirect. So it's not a scam site because it's not redirecting, and we don't want any of your information. We want you to be prepared. Take your information that you have and just keep it on your computer. Do not give it to anyone. That is the key here. We got to protect you guys, okay? So then we have the videos on the website, obviously, that lets people watch them and get to know why I'm making these, why I'm saying what I'm saying, and what information I've been given from, people in higher positions from NovaTech who actually care about the users. And there's not many of them. I will tell you that right now. But some of the ambassadors, they want to help you, okay? They're freaking out, okay? So that's what I'm saying here. So if you check out the website, there's a straight, at the very bottom of it, after the last video, you're going to see need to email. This is telling you what you should be doing, okay? Like at this point, you should be reaching out to finance@novatechfx.com. That is their email, not ours. We don't own it because that's the subdomain is the last part of the email. So most of you techie guys will understand that you can't just mimic that email and get email from it. So that, again, not a scam. You can do that on your own. You can also go to the website, and there's a finance@novatechfx.com, so you can see that it's there. Okay, so you need to screenshot your account or hit the print button for your records in your e-wallet. It's a very easy thing to do. If you just click around a little bit in your e-wallet, you'll see that you can make it from 10 transactions all the way up to 500 transactions, and hit the little print button even if you don't have a printer. You can print it. It'll print save as a PDF on your computer. So now you have all your records in PDF form. You're going to need those. You are going to need those. I'm telling you, you're going to lose your money if you don't. Okay? You should use the link above, which is in the website, or go to the SEC, Google SEC yourself and do it yourself. Like, we don't care whether you click the link or go to Google. We're just trying to help you guys out. Okay, so one thing we're adding today is a second formal notice of you notifying them, and this is my personal, just because I've talked to some attorneys. Okay, so this is what I would do. Is if you've already sent the first email, subject restricted county, body I currently live in a restricted county, and I'm formally asking to be cashed out as of, whatever date you're doing it. My balance is blank. Thank you. ID number and name. That's it. Because they're NovaTech. They know what your password is. They know they've been, cashing you out before this whole crash happened. So they already know it. So you don't need to give them any more information. I would definitely give your ID and your name, just so that it's in document. Okay, so what happens is the second time, if you did it 2 days ago or you did it whatever, I would give them a second notice. So I would put in there, I live in a restricted country. I'm formally asking you again for the second time to be cashed out. My balance in my trading account is, my balance in my pending withdrawals is your ID and your name. Nothing else. Don't send anything else. And like I said, if you have to go to the NovaTech website to get the email yourself, by all means, I'm not going to be offended. But give them a second notice, because this is going to be good in case we can get, and we're working on it, to get a lawyer that we can all use as a civil suit against NovaTech. We're getting really close here. That won't cost us anything. It won't cost us anything to use this attorney. So if you have all these records and then the 2 emails to them, What can they say? That they weren't notified that you wanted your money out? You have 2 records showing a first formal, a second formal, and maybe even a third down the road. Who knows? But at least get another email sent to them. Flood their emails so they're not just ignoring you. And I would start there. Okay? So that was just me going over the site. For those of you that don't want to click it, that's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to go to the website. This is your information. You do what you want with it. I'm just trying to help you guys out because I'm sick of the lies going on. I'm sick of people just lying to my face, basically, telling me that it's going to be okay when I know better because I've seen companies crash before. Okay, so we already covered the video claim of the CEO, restricted USA lies. Speculation to those from protecting their accounts by filing with the SEC and sending a demand for their money. We covered that just now. For you guys out there that are like, don't want to keep searching for this or don't want to keep coming up with videos, later on and finding out that you didn't watch our video soon enough and the site's down. I'm not all about subscribers, but really, honestly, in this case, I mean, this isn't about monetizing. I already have enough subscribers to monetize. I'm already good. This is about you getting notified immediately, me getting comments and responding to you, and you being protected. Because when NovaTech is over, pretty much this section of my YouTube is done. I mean, there's nothing left to say. I just want to help you guys. So subscribe just only to get that notification when we make a new video like this one. Okay? That would be very important. Just hit the button. It doesn't even stop the video usually. And just subscribe, just so you have access to the video as it comes out, because there's going to be something happening big here soon. Okay? We covered the message being deleted from there. Cynthia's vanished, by the way. We haven't heard a word from her. There's been proof that she has sold her house and just disappeared. And my guess is she going to make a post to try to calm people down again after our video goes live, or is she going to keep hiding? And one of those two things are going to happen, but it's going to either be a super calming video. Don't listen to what these guys have to say. Don't listen to this. Don't listen to that. Just stay calm. Don't get a hold of the authorities because I'm already on the run. She won't say it that way, but she's going to make it big. Like, we're okay. Well, this is our family. When families get attacked, she's going to come up with some BS. She thinks she's a Christian, but she's not. If you watch her videos, you can totally tell that what she says is not godly whatsoever. She is leading people down a very bad path. Okay? So there's still no ROI for last week. Like we already covered that. The question you guys got to ask yourself is, are they still trading using our money? Since we don't have it? I mean, are they still trading? Because if they are still trading and they're using our money, we're not getting the ROI, so she is pocketing all of this money from last week herself. Just one person or two people, her and her husband, and maybe a few others out there. They pocketed last week's. Unless we see it, it didn't happen. Like, we don't see it, we don't get it. She's trading our money and collecting all of the profit right now due to restrictions. Yep. So think about that. Is that a possibility? I think it is. I think that's what's going on right now. So hopefully, with her stealing our money for a certain period of time here, maybe she can just give some of it back to us, or all of it back to us, for that matter, but make herself a couple $1 million in the meantime. She's going to need it for court costs and whatnot. Are they? I think they're pocketing all our weekly pay, so I'll just leave it at that. We covered the second email. The instructions will be on the site here shortly. Document everything, guys. I'm not kidding. Document everything, because without proof, you don't have anything. Okay? So possession is 9/10 of the law. Just keep that in mind. If you have proof that the wrongdoing's been done to you and you keep record of it, you can prove that it was yours. Okay? We've even documented the policies that they have. I mean, literally everything. Everything's been saved. Just so they change it, they're going to be in trouble because you can't just change something without letting people know you changed your policy. You have to let them know. So what I would like everyone to do here is, I'm going to try to keep this, I'm going to speed up just a little bit here because we're already 24 minutes into this and I hate long YouTube videos. Share this video everywhere, every group, and if you're afraid because you think you might get kicked out of a group, be like, does anyone think there's any truth to this? Because when someone listens to it, they're going to know it. And it doesn't make you look like a bad person by sharing a video. So share it everywhere to everyone that you know and get it out there because people need to know that this is happening. They need to know what's happening. They need to know how to protect themselves, because the worst case scenario, like I claimed on the other video, man, worst case scenario is I'm wrong. And by all means, man, I believed in NovaTech like 100%. I dropped a very large amount of money in there. But, you know, best case scenario, they close down and I'm still protected. You know, that's what I'm saying. We have to protect each other. We have to. Who else is going to protect us? Because NovaTech isn't doing it. I mean, we covered the radio silence. I'm hoping there'll be a new announcement after this video. Something worthy and verified and trusting. I highly doubt it, because I can see past her BS here. You guys can find safety in our website. That's for sure. We don't ask for any information. We don't want any of your information. We want you to just take care of yourself, and we're going to give you our information, what we know, to help you. That is number one. So subscribe, please, and share. So we are going to be updating the site. We've had over 11,000 reports to the SEC now. It does, you know, because the only thing that our site does is lets us know when someone does click the link. So it's basic WordPress. So I don't know if you guys know what that means, but you launch a website, it tells you your traffic and how many people are clicking the site and what they're, you know, how long they're on the site for. I mean, that's just general analytics. There's nothing we can do about that. It is what it is. So 11,000 clicks, or no, it was 11,000 reports to the SEC now, or at least clicks to the SEC. Well, we've had so many emails, I could probably tell you that it's a lot, because I can't even go through them all. So this is important. Our last video, there were users on there. A couple of them deleted their comments, but one is still on there, that admit to being paid to promote that they were paid out on April. And when they were confronted about it, they said they were paid $5,000 to just promote it and say they were paid to try to calm everybody down. Now, I know what you're thinking, but the comment's still on there, and that's not the first time. It seems like a $5,000 thing, because not the same person was on the YouTube video that was in the Facebook room the other day, the Facebook group, who claimed the same thing. It was $5,000. Why do both people say $5,000 and they're not the same people? I don't know, but I do believe that NovaTech is using our money to pay other people to tell us that they're being paid when, well, why aren't we? Where's my money? And even if they paid you at this point for April, I mean, you can clearly see that this is in a spiral straight to hell. I mean, this is going down, and it's going down fast. But the cool thing is, if you do other searches on here, you're going to find out that a lot of people, you know, a day and a half after we posted, they're trying to, they make their posts, they're just doing it for the views here, guys, and you have to see that. They're like, NovaTech, the truth explaining everything going on. NovaTech update as of today. And they're telling you that they're going to tell you what's going on with NovaTech, but it didn't. 35 minutes later into the video, and then the end of it, you realize they didn't actually explain anything. They didn't tell you anything. All they did was talk the whole time about how NovaTech used to be a good company. And you know why they do that? Because the hours watched on this generates you a revenue. That's why I try to keep it short. I'm not trying to make a revenue off this. I already have a revenue. I'm fine. What I need people to do is protect themselves. That's it. Bottom line. So you watch these videos anywhere. They're like, oh, we're going to bring on one of the people I don't like the most on here is that Bank of Jethro. You check him out or something. I shouldn't be driving traffic to his crappy lies, but you can just tell the dude has no idea. He brought on one of the head NovaTech people, DAP, and he just talks like a... Anyways, not going there. You can just tell that these guys are just shooting the BS just to get you guys riled up and be like, yeah, NovaTech's doing good. We're weeding out the people. No, you're not, because the people that are upset that you're weeding out are people that need their money. And I know you're not supposed to invest more than you can handle, but things happen in life to where at the point where you invested a large amount of money, you're not making that large amount of money anymore, and you need your money. That is life. The economy is not doing very good. They don't understand that. The only thing they care about is keep your money in NovaTech, because when they file, and I'm assuming they're going to do some kind of like bankruptcy or some kind of whatever it is, and they don't own servers, they don't own this, they don't own that, so there will be no liquidation whatsoever, because it's probably on rented servers. like most country or most people, that advertise online, there won't be any liquidation. They just got to walk away with this money, file bankruptcy, but they don't have to pay it back to you unless you have proof that it's yours. That's the law. I mean, think about it, guys. And just like I said, I'm not going to go probably even a minute longer here. Protect yourselves. Save your documents to your own computer. Hang on to them because you're going to need them. All the information you need is on NovaTechFXScams.com. Everything you need. We don't ask for any information. That site is the safest site you'll probably ever be on in your entire life. Just go there or just listen to the video and take the information I gave you. You don't even need to go to the site, but there's no ads on the site. There's nothing, so I don't make any revenue off the site. There's no revenue. It's simply just informal. That's it. So share this video to everyone. Share the video. Subscribe so I can keep you updated. Because the second I get any kind of new piece of information, I've got people working on it all over the place. I can give it to you immediately. And that's most important because you guys are like me and we want our money back. We want to know we're safe. We want to not worry about getting paid at all. We just want to know we're getting paid. Whether you keep the money in there or whether you want it all out, keep records because right now all your records are on their site. They can go down in 30 seconds. And then you have nothing. You can't log in. You can't prove anything. So thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'll keep you completely up to date. And we'll go from there. All the facts are on the site. So I don't put them in the videos. They're on the site. Like, subscribe, and share everywhere. Thanks a lot, guys. You guys all have a wonderful night and God bless.